Alright guys, welcome to the video. Critbyte here, coming at you with the trap series. We're gonna do the traps. This is 1x2 with the Tesla coil inside. And so like the whole thing with the trap is it's cheap, affordable. A lot of stuff here is on Tech 1 bench, except, I mean, a few things here, like memory cell and this Tesla coil. And so it's nothing more than a pressure pad triggering a memory cell that is going to close these doors. And I guess I'll engage the trap here to show you. And so all this stuff's hidden behind this door, and the pressure pad is hidden underneath this sleeping bag here. And so they'll get, whoever comes in here is going to get trapped. You'll be able to watch them on the camera here, and they're thinking, you know, like, what are they going to do in here, right? They're managed trapped looking at these two funny looking doors. Now maybe you don't spray paint the, or I mean have this skin. I mean, it's up to you. You probably might not have that skin, so Twitch drop, but so they're looking at this button and they slowly get tased by a small battery. And so this Tesla coil is, I mean, it goes off for at least 20 seconds, ideally, because it's a small battery. And yeah, so there's a circuit there, and so the solar panel's coming in, and so I'm splitting the solar panel to charge these two batteries. So yeah, what do you need here? You just need a timer, a memory cell, branch, two buttons, two door controllers, a Tesla coil, pressure pad, and this smart alarm here. And so here, I'll just pick it all up, and then I'll wire it up with you guys. Okay, so there you go. You can see all the stuff you need, the tools, and here's all the electrical stuff. The things that are probably more difficult to get would be the Tesla coil, the memory cell, and the smart alarm. And so here's just the stuff to build it. Now, I did say like roughly 3k stone, 1k wood, and you'll be able to build this trap. So there, that's all the stuff in the inventory to build it. And so when you build this trap, you want to put it in a high traffic area, anywhere where there's scrap. And maybe like a high traffic zone would be, it's funny because these intersections, right? Someone's going to be running down this road getting scrap. Someone might be running to junkyard looking for boxes along the road, then doing the monument. And so basically you want to be near a road. You don't want to build your trap out in the middle of nowhere. Now, that isn't to say that building in the middle of nowhere isn't going to get you somebody trapped inside the base, but you want someone that's going to have loot, and usually that's going to be near a road. But I'm just going to build it right here. And so it's just very simple 1x2 with no airlock. And so that high quality you see there is just 1x2 that I'm trying to demonstrate what a main base would be like with the computer station. So you do need a computer station if you want to look through this camera. You can look through the camera on your phone, though, if the server does have it enabled. And so the first thing you do is have this all constructed, and you want to get the door controllers on. So you have to have the door closed, unlock the door, and then that way you can pair the door. And so it is important that this door does open inward, because we are going to hide the stuff behind the door. And like I was saying, you have to unlock the door to pair the thing. And so this is where you're going to put your batteries, right here. I mean, this is where I'm putting the batteries. The branch, and then the memory cell, and then the timer, the smart alarm here. And so the splitter is meant for just charging up these batteries. You're definitely going to want to put your TC down. It doesn't have to go there. It could go on that wall there. The scary part about maybe putting it there is maybe he does get to here and he could take out the TC, but the pressure pad actually does have a pretty big trigger range. And so the pressure pad wants, you want the pressure pad to go like right about here. And then use the, so I mean you can stand from the outside here just to make sure that you're covering it up real good. So you can see there, you can see a little bit of the pressure pad. I mean just putting it straight on like that is good. And then power out from here. Now the pressure pad is going to go, sorry, the pressure pad is going to go to the set input. From this power out on this left battery here, you're going to go into the memory cell. And so you're going to have a button. And this button is going to reset the trap. This inverted output is going to go to these door controllers. And then this output is going to go to the power in. And then so here you want to pair your phone to your pair your smart alarm to the phone, and then type in maybe the the grid location or whatever you want in there. And so here you want to, from this branch, so the whole point of the branch here is to give power to that camera that we haven't put on the wall yet. Camera right here. And then we're going to put the Tesla coil behind the door. So you can see all this stuff's going behind the door. The last things to put here is just the button. Tell the guy to tase himself. And this is just going to go to the timer. It's going to trigger the timer. And so on this timer, you're going to want to set 20, I think 20 seconds is good. I mean, the guy could be full health, and he could actually probably med through the damage. I'm gonna run this on a live server to see whether or not players will actually go and try and do that. I'm actually really curious to see. But yeah, 20 seconds, full health. Doesn't matter what armor you're wearing, because it's a Tesla coil. So the player is basically gonna end up killing himself with the Tesla coil. And so the reason I'm doing with a button is just to make this circuit like a little simpler. You could use a sensor, but I think it's more funny to maybe watch the guy in the camera and then see whether or not he's gonna push the button. But yeah, so I mean, this is basically it. And so this splitter is just to charge the batteries if you are going to charge them. Now you could use a generator and do a splitter. I'm just going to be using the solar panel. Now, where did I? So yeah, that is one thing that wasn't in my inventory, is the solar panel. So you want to face it north, grab that output, and then you could go like this and get like a stealthy wiring. And there you go. So now the trap is set. And so he's going to come in here, he's going to step on the pad, and then he's going to realize he's being watched. Kind of creepy with these two doors just staring at you. It's like, alright buddy, what you going to do? You're in the trap. And he's probably going to do this. If he had a melee weapon, he might chop up your bag. And I mean, it wouldn't really matter, because you should have an auxiliary bag in here. So have this, like, trap room, and then TC room. And then, yeah, so he's going to hit the button. And so you can see, 20 seconds. Doesn't matter where you are in the room, you're taking the same amount of damage. You can see 20 seconds is definitely a lot more than you need. And 20 seconds on the Tesla, you can see, I believe it's because I picked it up. And I've already kind of triggered it a few times. But this Tesla coil can be repaired. So the trap will stop working if this health bar does get below, I want to say like 25%. It just won't work anymore. And then, I mean, you might have a problem there. Maybe you're going to have to get a grenade or something and do a little number like this. And flip it around. I mean, you'd have to upgrade it and flip it, but nah, you wouldn't do that, because you would just repair this every time you come in here and loot the guy that killed you, or the guy that you ended up killing. But yeah, anyways, so that's the trap. And so obviously to reset it, you just hit the button. And so the one downside to this trap is that yeah, you have to reset it with this button. Now you could actually you can make it a little more sophisticated, set up a smart switch, branch out some power, and you could use a smart switch to reset it, but I mean, I'm not going to go there. But yeah, the one downside is that you can't leave the trap now, because I'm using a pressure pad, and you can't really jump over that pressure pad. So you just F1 kill out of there. Ideally, you grab the kit, run it back to base, and then come back to reset the trap. And so, I mean, that's maybe why you might want to set up a little bit more sophisticated thing, like I was saying, with the smart switch. And so yeah, you want to set the camera here to whatever you want. Trap 1, 2, 3. And so you're wondering, well, why isn't my camera working? Set this to 3, and I mean, in this case, it had nothing to do with me not setting it. So this branch will come default to Rustwise. So you want to change it to 3, but the reason why it wasn't working is because I didn't even plug it in. And so yeah, there you go. It's plugged in. Hit the reset button. F1 kill out of there. Spawn in your main. And just wait till you get a thing on your phone. And then yeah. So there you go, right? Anyways. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. This is one of the many traps I'm going to be demonstrating. I mean, this is probably a more expensive trap in terms of like BPs and stuff. So I'm going to be releasing some other traps that aren't so ridiculous. But yeah, this is my first trap video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Tell me what you think. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.